Penn State.
20 years ago today,
Do they win out or do they
our
lose
nation
during the season?
was attacked.
They lose again.
Our way of life
All right.
changed
Well, who do they
forever.
lose to? They give you 4 or 5
On this
choices.
beautiful afternoon, when we
Wisconsin
come together as
versus-
one family,
Do they win their
the Penn
conference
State Blue
championship?
Band
All right, yeah.
remembers and
So
honors
11-1
the
with their only
heroes
loss being the first week of the
of
season. They still got a
9/11.
63% chance of making the playoffs.
Oh, jeez.
Then you select Clemson,
Yeah.
and you say, do they win out or do they lose? Well, they lose. Who do they lose to? I selected a game in the second half of the season. Do they win the conference championship? Yes, because you're not getting there without 93% chance of making it.
we take a few
Alabama,
moments
same
to
thing.
reflect
Yeah, they
in
lose,
memoriam
but
on
in
the
the second
victims
half
of the
season,
September
but they win
11th
their
attacks
conference
and
title.
those who gave
Still,
their lives
94,
responded.
95% chance.
Yeah.
So
We honor and remember the 87 passengers and crew of Flight 11 and the 60 passengers and crew of Flight 175, which struck the World Trade Center towers. We remember the 2,606 victims of the collapse of the Twin Towers, including 366 first responders to the New York City Police and Fire Department.
There you go.
We remember the 59 passengers and crew of Flight 77, along with 70 civilian and 55 military personnel who died in the attack on the Pentagon. We honor the 40 passengers and crew lost in the crash of Flight 93 in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. We remember the thousands of military personnel wounded and killed in all subsequent actions protecting our nation and its people. And finally, we honor and remember and keep steadfast in our hearts the families of all those impacted by the events of that tragic day 20 years ago. From those first brave women and men on Flight 93 to the selfless first responders who rushed into burning buildings with only saving others on their minds. In the subsequent minutes, hours, days, and weeks, our nation's resolve and resilience was proven time and time again in all the challenges and pain. Every time we cried out, "I need a hero," they seemed to appear right before our eyes. later, we find ourselves in the midst of another life-altering situation as we continue to navigate the pandemic. Fortunately, the lessons we learned 2 decades ago, that it's a long road when you face the world alone, have been realized in the way we see heroes emerging around us. From the amazing frontline healthcare workers, to those researching and developing new ways to fight the virus, to those who work hard to keep our country safe and running, and even more importantly, to those in our own circles of families and friends. Every day when we come together for a single purpose, we see the truth that the hero lies in you.